Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one. So today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer notes they've been a long-time user of this brand's all-in-one devices for decades, consistently returning due to general satisfaction. Their primary use involves everyday tasks like printing reference documents, making copies, and sending faxes, rather than high-quality photo printing. When their last reliable machine finally failed after a few good years, they were apprehensive about getting a new one. Seeing many negative comments online and a surprisingly low price point for this new model made our reviewer worry that the quality had declined significantly from what they were used to. However, after putting this printer through its paces, our reviewer has been pleasantly surprised and quite relieved. They found it to be just as dependable as their previous, much-loved device, performing all its daily tasks without a hitch. The initial starter ink cartridges have lasted much longer than they were led to believe, even with frequent printing. A notable improvement is the automatic document feeder, which works flawlessly and feeds paper straight, unlike the slightly crooked feed on their older model. They also confirmed the fax function works perfectly. The path to getting the device wasn't entirely smooth. An initial attempt to buy it from a local big box store turned into a frustrating ordeal, involving incorrect inventory and a salesperson who tacked on an unwanted ink subscription service to justify a promotional price, significantly inflating the final cost. The reviewer ultimately returned that purchase and ordered this model online for a much better price. While the hardware is great, the company's customer support seems to have slipped. An issue with the warranty registration showing an incorrect start date proved difficult to resolve due to limited support hours and an email for help that went unanswered. Overall, while cautious about its long-term durability, this client is very happy with the machine's performance for the cost.
Cool, let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer just got this all-in-one printer and wanted to share some initial thoughts. They will update their review after putting it through its paces for a few months once school starts back up. Setting it up with their Windows 10 laptop was seamless. However, the box information about the USB connection is a bit misleading. It implies you can directly plug in a USB drive, but you actually need a male-to-male USB connector cable. Downloading the driver software from the website was surprisingly easy, even for someone with no prior experience setting up printers. One minor disappointment was a feature seen in a YouTube review, a small plastic rod that automatically extends to catch printed pages. This function didn't seem to be working for our reviewer. Also, be warned, this thing is quite large and heavy. You'll need to ensure you have plenty of space behind it to fully open the lid. On the plus side, installing the ink cartridges was a breeze, with no leaks whatsoever. The printer immediately indicated that the cartridges were full, which is what you'd expect, although it does warn that these are just estimations. The reviewer was even able to customize the email address associated with the printer. Overall, this client is super excited to finally have their own printer for college, fed up with the unreliable and overcrowded campus printing facilities. They're hoping for a smooth experience, especially given the reasonable price point. Addressing the common concern about ink costs, our reviewer had done their research and found that this printer's ink prices are actually on the lower end compared to other brand name printers. Laser printers offer a longer-lasting but more expensive alternative, but that wasn't necessary for their needs. One final note, don't expect amazing photo print quality. While some advertising showed vibrant photos supposedly printed by this device, the reality is far from it. The images printed are more along the line of what you would see in other online reviews, a little bit lacking in quality.
Cool, let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer recently purchased this printer to replace an older model, and the initial experience has been pretty smooth. Setting it up was surprisingly straightforward, a hallmark of the manufacturer, apparently. You can choose to install it using the web or the included disk, and our reviewer opted for the online setup. It was a breeze with clear step-by-step instructions, and they were printing within about half an hour. So far, this client has primarily used this printer for black and white documents, so they haven't thoroughly tested the photo or color printing capabilities yet, but plan to update their review later with more information on that front. It works seamlessly on their home network, handling print jobs quickly from various devices around the house, which is great. They have a standard router and extender, and there's been no sign of compatibility issues. This printer also features the email printing option, which they've used with other products from the same brand and found to be reliable. The ink situation is something our reviewer is keeping an eye on. They did install the cartridges that came with the printer, which, according to other users, is important for HP's automatic ink refill service. They're not sure how that refill service would work for a small office, and it seems unnecessary for most home users. Past experiences with other similar printers have included issues with ink cartridges drying up or clogging, but it's too early to tell if that will be a problem with this model. Our reviewer intends to provide an update on that later. The opinion is that for light home use, automatic refills aren't really necessary since cartridges can be purchased online for less, and even refilled independently for even more savings. Once the included inks are used up, they plan to switch to the XL cartridges. In conclusion, after the first month, the print quality is good, the speed is decent, and it works well as a home printer.
And that's a wrap. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. Got questions? Let's chat in the comments. See you soon.